Hello, Crazy Cat Lady Diamond Painting. I just videoed an hour and it did not go through. I uploaded a video last week and I tried to upload a video and it was corrupted. And then earlier this week I did another one. It was corrupted. Well, earlier this week? It's Tuesday. Well, it was a day or two ago. So I decided to do it again. I messed with it all last night. Everything went fine. The video came through. It was complete. Everything. So I just let it sit and run. Didn't do anything just to test run it after I messed with all of the things. I put it down to a lower quality, whatever. And it went through. Now I just did a video and just tried to upload it and it's corrupted again. So I just uninstalled. I just went through and I guess there was an update, which it had just updated when I started having these problems. So I guess everybody's having problems and that's probably what this update is fixing. Whatever they did to it when they updated it the last time. So hopefully this will work because I'm getting tired of doing all these videos and then they don't go up. And I'm like getting confused about what I have and haven't said, what I have and haven't updated. And I sit here, I get in the mood to do a video and I do it and I go through everything all over again and then I go to upload it and it won't upload because it's no good. Then I do one just screwing around and it works fine. I don't understand right now. But here's where I am on Snow Queen. With my boy in my lap, my big baby. Sarge has been on my lap nonstop for 3 weeks. Oh, because maybe I should do this. And I had ordered a square yard of mulch for $12 from the city. And we went to pick it up. Well, my girlfriend had told me at work that they'll just scoop it up. I guess they've got one of their trucks. It scoops up a square yard, so it'll just scoop it up, bring it to it, and dump it in. But our trailer is enclosed, so we had to sit there and shovel it, which was quite the adventure. It was a royal pain in the ass. It took us forever to get that stuff shoveled up in there, but I had to do it because, and actually I ended up being a week late picking it up because we had to work the Friday that I had scheduled my pickup for it. But we finally go and get it. So I go out in the yard like the next night, I think. And oh yeah, because it happened. Yeah, because it happened on Saturday night. I'm weed whacking around. I weed whacked everything over on the across the alley because I've got strawberry plants over there, and they kept weed whacking them down. So I made sure I got everything weed whacked down to the ground except for the strawberry plants, all ready to mulch around it and everything. And then I got all the stuff across the alley done, and then I came in and I'm weed whacking around the pond. We had dug a hole for me to put the pond filter in to try to insulate it over the winter so that I could hopefully run it through the winter and keep everything going, keep some heat in the pond so it doesn't freeze over so the fish can stay out there all winter. And I'm weed whacking and walking backwards and stepped right in the hole. And as soon as I stepped in, I knew. And of course, my right leg, which I had just told the podiatrist that's my problem leg. When I was 5, I got hit by a car and broke my bones down there. Ended up in a cast for 2 months. And then my ACL tore a piece of bone off the back of my heel back in 2013. I want to say. So I had to have surgery on that. And then I had that little bump that he had to drain that had this like the stuff that stays in between your bones that they don't rub up against each other. It was like this real thick, clear gel. It was freaking wild. But like he had just drained that off of me like a week or two before. So I go back in, I go to the emergency room and we're there for 6 hours. I thought I had just sprained it really bad. But when I did it, it went in the hole and I just laid back and just stared at the sky and I was just like, it hurt so bad I saw stars. I laid there for like 5 minutes and I'm just like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I knew I had done something super bad. Then I crawled back into the house. Of course, the dogs are looking at me like, oh, what's this new game we're playing right now? I'm like, oh, God. But I got in and told the kids what had happened, and they're like, oh, you got to go to the emergency room. You got to go to the emergency room. I'm like, I'm going to go to bed and see how it feels tomorrow. Well, I got up in the morning and it, oh my God. It blew up like a balloon. It was like red and purple and all of that. I'm like, yeah. As soon as I walked out, as soon as I got out of the bed and took one step, I was like, yeah. I'm like hobbling through the house all super slow because oh my God, I was like, yeah, I got to go to the emergency room. No way, I wouldn't have, but I was like, there's no way I can work like this. So I went in there and they x-rayed me and I figured I had just sprained it really bad, but no, I actually broke I broke the end of the bone that sticks out on the outside of your heel, your ankle. So yeah, they had put me in a splint. And then I went to the podiatrist, and I was like, man, he better put me in a boot because they put me on crutches. I do not do crutches. Oh my God. I was like, man, please put me in a boot. Well, he did. He says I'm supposed to not walk on it and be non-weight bearing. I hobble on it though. I can't. Like I have to go like I'll step with it and then I'll just walk up to it. I can't like go out further than it because if I start bending it forward, it hurts so bad. I'm like, yeah. So I'm limping like crazy. After I went into the emergency room, I started looking at those knee scooters. But the emergency room gave me 3 days off of work. They said that'd be long enough for me to get into the podiatrist. So I was like, I'm going to wait and see what my podiatrist says. Because I'm like, if it's just going to be like a week or two, I ain't getting no knee scooter. But then he's like 6 to 8 weeks. I was like, okay, I need a knee scooter. So got myself a little knee scooter and I get around on that. We went to Golden Corral for Father's Day because my family does Golden Corral for everything. My aunt uses a walker, so I just stayed behind her and we're both just scooting around. I like scooted up to her car, and every time I'm on the scooter, you'll at least once you're gonna hear wheep. Cause it's just it goes so far. I move faster on it. It rolls me faster than I can even walk. So it's just kind of fun. But yeah, so been doing that. Then I decided at the 2 week mark that since all the swelling had gone down and the bruising was starting to lighten up, that I could do Uber Eats because while my disability, I just got my first disability checks and I'm 3 weeks into this. And I expected to get two, not just the one. But whatever, it is what it is. I finally got a check, so I was like, well, I'll drive for Uber Eats, because I'm like, it ain't gonna hurt this, just drive, mostly just sitting on my butt driving. I won't be putting any weight on it. Just picking up restaurant orders and dropping them off and stuff. It'll be fine. It was not. I drove 2 days, and that was last Monday and Tuesday. The swelling and bruising and soreness is just going away. I'm like, all right. The kids have been trying to keep me sitting down and off of it. So they're really happy that I learned my lesson and I'm actually sitting on my butt. They're really happy that I started doing this. And I was like, fine, I'll just do diamond paintings then. And they're like, because they know when I'm doing diamond paintings, I'm just like, hey, while you're down here, could you do this for me? Could you do that for me? Because I just don't want to get up. They're like, okay, that'll keep her sitting on her butt. They were real happy that I learned my lesson too. I'm like, okay, that just showed me, I guess, 2 weeks, giving my leg 2 weeks to get better was not a good idea. I've got to stay off of it. And they're like, finally. But yeah, the podiatrist, he actually, when I went in there for my checkup, and he's like, yeah, everything's where it should be, and looking for bone growth around the crack, because you can see the jagged little crack where it's broke off and everything. He said that there will be some, you'll see around where the crack is, you'll start seeing some bone growth on it. He's like, well, everything's where it should be, but I'm waiting to see the bone growth around it before I start saying you can go back to work. What? And he threatened me with he's like, yeah, you keep messing around, and if you mess around and that gets knocked out of place or anything, I'll have to go in there and do surgery, and then I'm gonna be off work even more. I'm like, yeah, can't afford that. Let me just sit on my butt. So I'm doing my best. Although I'm gonna kick my daughter's ass because she's supposed to be making chicken noodle soup today. She was supposed to make it yesterday and she didn't, and now she came and helped me get the birds to bed. I think she went back to bed. I am not hearing anything upstairs, and I just darn it, got dirt on here. I don't know what it is, but I don't have a napkin to wipe it off. It just gives you a sense of how much more manpower and man hours are needed to simply dig through the level you get. Got all the stuff to make chicken noodle soup, because everybody's been saying they're kind of feeling so even though it's 1,000,000 degrees outside right now. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock and it is 92 out there. Feels like 101. Yep, 9 o'clock. Sun's going down. 92. That's what I had been getting ready to turn in FMLA stuff, because we had, where we work making the stuff in my shop, we have no air. They have air in the offices, but we don't. The people that are actually doing the work, we have no air. They give us popsicles. And they'll give us, at the end of the night, they'll give us an extra 10-minute break. So, I don't understand how it's even legal for them to not have air. When they work, it's like, our machines run at 270 degrees. So, but with me having my condition, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to put in for FMLA in case there's days that I can't handle it. I've got a vest, an ice vest, that it holds 8 ice packs, 4 on my back and 2 on my chest, 2 on my abdomen. So I've got like 16 ice packs in the freezer that they last for 2 hours. So at each break, I switch out my ice packs to fresh ones to get me through. And I have a little portable air conditioner that I run down on my legs to keep me cool. So I haven't had to leave so far. In the past 2 years I didn't, but I'm like, man, every year it gets hotter, so I'm gonna have to start doing it. Well, don't need to now because hottest days I'm sitting here at home. The bad heat should be done by the time I get back to work. I'll have to do it next year though. I really need a pillow on this chair to put me up a little bit. Either that or I gotta get my other pad so I can like put it down towards me, because this is hard to see unless I'm sitting right over it like this. I don't know why. And yeah, I don't like having to repeat myself, but single placing, because I cannot multi-placing. They're not lining up right, and then I'm having to readjust everything anyways, so it's taking as long, if not longer, than single placing. So, like, yeah, I guess squares, I've got a single place. When I had first started doing this again, I was like, oh my God, these things are so tiny. And I'm like, I knew they hadn't looked that tiny before. Yeah, now that I'm getting back into the swing of things, it was just because I hadn't done it in so long. Because they don't look tiny to me anymore. Getting used to focusing in on it. Mostly all self-assisting, all the people you and volunteering. But yeah. What's the sense that you see here? I'm getting pretty far into it now. I'm like, I can see it. I like looking at the camera's view, because the camera, you can really see how far I am. Yes, we always have hope of finding more survivors. Looking down at it, it looks like hardly anything. Sure that the rescuers are all they need. We continue searching for I'm getting it there. I'm getting it there. I need, when I get back to work, I really need to get a frame, because I've still got Tiger's Heart sitting there rolled up, finished. I need to get. I've got some that are framed over here too. I've gotten them done, framed them and everything, and they're just sitting here waiting. I'm like, yeah, I need to one of these days pick all that stuff up out of there and get it up on the walls where I'm putting them. Volunteers have been working by themselves and organizing themselves. I swear, if this one doesn't work, I'm gonna cry. I'm seriously going to have some words for this company. I bet you anything that's what the update was, though. So it was funny. As soon as I'm like, you know what? Let me look, and it's like, yeah, there's an update, and I'm like, yeah, probably an update to fix what the last update broke. Because it never did. It's always been fine right up until that update. And now all of a sudden they're not good. They're corrupted, and I can't upload them. And hopefully finding, and then most importantly, rescuing those that are still under the rubble. And it is true, and it is happening that they're still able, just quite miraculous, to pull out people. And obviously at the same time, getting pretty far in it. Oops. That survivors were affected by this problem. Yeah. You have referred to. This is like almost a third of it. The health situation. There are thousands of people that have been affected. Between a quarter and a third done. United States Supreme Court. Can't wait till she's done those. So pretty. I love snow leopards. And snow tigers and white lions. All people born or naturalized. I like them regular too. So I am the crazy cat lady.
or on temporary visa.
Oh, yeah. I've got to check because I've got the cat and kittens in my bathroom. Mom cat and her babies in there, and I've got tomorrow's the 1st. The Humane Society opens any appointments that they have, any space that they have. They open up appointments on the 1st and on the 15th at 10 a.m. So I've got to make sure at 10 a.m. I'm checking for appointments. Get the little fuzzballs out of here because I swear I am so in love with 2 of them.
Shortly after Tuesday's Supreme Court ruling, President Trump took to social media.
They're medium to long fur, so there's the main issue. But the one's calico and the one is a tortie, and the tortie is hilarious. She is such a little piggy, and she keeps trying to escape the bathroom. Every time you open the door, she flies out. She's just constantly just bouncing around, looking like a little cotton ball. They're adorable. The mom's sweet as hell, too. She's black and white. I don't know if I had told you guys. Yeah, the woman that contacted me about her, she's like, yeah, I got this mom cat, and she's got 3 babies, and I can't remember what she's an outdoor cat, something, and I was just like, all right, let me come and get her. Where do you live? And she said, Langdon Street. And I was like, huh, that's funny. I was like, yeah, when I was growing up, we lived over there during the blizzard of 78. We were living there on that street. My little brother I was like, that's crazy. Yeah.
Says it should remain one.
She's like, yeah, things have changed here. I was like, yeah, I was like 11 years old. So it's like, what, 48 years ago or something? I was like, man, I got her address from her, and I was like, yeah, I wonder if it's by where I used to live. And then I'm going up Langdon Street, and I figured it was on the other side of the main road. And then I got up to the corner. I'm like, huh, it is, because there's only one block on the other side, and that's the block that I lived on. I was like, that's hilarious. I'm like, oh my God, this is going right towards where I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if she's in the house? She was in the exact, I walked up, I was like, this is crazy. This is the house that we used to live in. I'm like, oh my God, it blew my mind. Just look, she's like, yeah, we've been here for 20 years now. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, got the mom and the 3 little babies. She's hissy. She's a nervous mom. Well, she's just a nervous cat from being an outdoor cat. If she hears a lot of activity, or if 2 people go in there, she gets really hissy and everything, but she don't like attack or smack or swat or anything. She just hisses. But yeah, she's had an upper respiratory, so I've been giving her antibiotics. And at first I was squirting them in her mouth, but now I've discovered that those little churros, I put it up there where I can't get to it now, those little squeezy things of stuff that people use to like trim their nails and do stuff. Yeah, I started mixing the medicine into that. She wouldn't eat canned food before, but she started eating that, and then now that she's eating that, now she's eating cat food, the canned food with the kittens. Because I was like, yeah, they've been eating dry and everything, but I'm like, I bet they would eat canned. I'll give them canned so they don't get into her stuff with the medicine in it. So I give her little bowl with her little churu squeeze in it, and then I open a can and put it in bowls for them. And then after she's done with her churu, she goes over there and helps them with the can too. So Yeah, that's been a whole little thing, but hopefully I can get them appointments tomorrow to get them in, to get them out of here because I'm falling in love with them. Because I keep them until they're old enough to be adopted out, and then I get surrender appointments for them, take them into the Humane Society, and they do all the testing for all the cat diseases, and they give them all their vaccines and neuter and spay them, and then they do all the screening and adopting out and everything. So, because I don't want to even, there's a couple of times that I had cat, just decided I was going to adopt them out to people, and oh my God, it's like, it's such a pain in the ass dealing with people. I'm like, no, I'll pay the Humane Society to take them in, and they can deal with the people. Plus, they fix them so they're not creating more kittens out there. Because I'm like, it costs me less to turn them in to the Humane Society, because I think it's $30 for the mom and $20 for the kittens or something like that. Where it would be it's like $80 to get them spayed. So I'm like, I save money. And then they're fixed, they're vaccinated, and the Humane Society deals with the people to get them screened and get the kittens and, well, and the mom adopted. It's just a lot less headache for me that way. A lot less kittens too, because I guarantee out of all four of them, maybe one, I would say only like one or two people would even get fixed. Because people in Toledo just don't have fucking sense. So, like, at least this way they're getting spayed before they're adopted out, so they will not be contributing to all of the cats and kittens out there.
I think it was something on both sides.
Because it's a crisis situation out there, and all the rescues, because of all the cats and kittens out there. Because people just don't get their animals fixed, so they just keep creating more, and every mom cat has, I guarantee this cat, she had 3, but I guarantee she had 5 or 6 kittens. The 3 are just all the ones that made it. So, yeah, I have to set my alarm to make sure I don't miss the time, because on the 15th, I tried to do it, but I think I overslept. And by the time I got up, all the appointments were gone. Is much higher than official. Oh, God. World Health Organization is warning the country's healthcare system is under significant strain. Oh, Lord. Now let me see if my daughter has even seen my complaint about not having undocumented migrants. Demonstrations marked an unofficial deadline that was set. Okay, she saw it. Leave the country. She saw it. United States Supreme Court. And it's been almost an hour since I said that, and no noise coming out of her. Ruling maintains the 14th Amendment, which guarantees citizenship. I'm gonna kill her. She better be making that chicken noodle soup. Oh, my lemon bars. Yeah, I made lemon bars last night. I said I've got a computer chair that I usually just have sitting in the living room in case somebody we need extra seating during a holiday or whatever. Because, like I said, I use a recliner here, so. Including Canada, Mexico. And I put it in the kitchen for me. So that way in the kitchen, like last night, I sat there, I went in the kitchen and I got all my dishes done, and I cleaned off all my counters and the stove and all of that stuff.
This was in
What
it was
is
the
that?
same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil
Piece of my
War.
plant.
The babies and slaves, it was so clean and so obvious.
But yeah, I got all my dishes done, cleaned off all my counters, cleaned the stove. I got a tincture going for the boys, and I made dinner, and I made lemon bars, and I made a bunch of stuff. I had made like 5 or 6 things. Oh no, that's right. I made the lemon bars yesterday because I didn't have time. By the time I was done, I was like, man, I done made all that stuff. I'm like, I'll make the lemon bars tomorrow because I did so much. I made dog food because I didn't have cash for the canned dog food. I only had enough money for litter, so I got 2 pounds of ground turkey and a bag of mixed vegetables, and I bought a 20-pound bag of rice because the boys eat a lot of rice, so, and it's a nice cheap thing for while I'm out of work. Hi, Blue. Mama's little blue. Let's see if I can get her. Damn it, she moved. Let's see if I can get her. Where's my Blue? Let's see. There she is. Mama's little blue. Pretty little blue. Yeah, that's my Puma. I know, my pretty girl. Such a big girl. I wish she would look. She's got ice blue eyes. I love her. Dang it, I can't get the camera right. There we go. I should just pull it down. What's she doing, Blue? There she is. Okay, this is impossible. Oh, Lord. Okay, back down there. Alright, whatever. Yeah, Mama's little blue. She lays in bed with me all night and until I get up. She goes in bed as soon as I get in bed, and she's like all over me wanting lovins. She's such a snotty little girl. She's got Siamese in her, so she's got that Siamese attitude. But now I forgot what the heck I was saying. But yeah, that computer chair in the kitchen really helps me out. That's what I told. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell the kids. I want them to bring down the hose extension, the extension tube for their hose, because we all have the same vacuums. And I want to add an extra extension tube to my vacuum so I can just plug in my vacuum and just randomly just vacuum stuff up off my floors, because my floors are horrendous right now. And I can't sweep and mop them because I gotta save my leg. So,
I don't know if this is sort of a surprise for the US side.
So I told him the other day, I was like, I wish I had just a little vacuum. I could just walk around and just suck stuff up out of the corners and edges and everything. And then I'm like, I actually could if they would give me the further theirs that I need. So it's tall enough, I'll just plug in the vacuum and just randomly walk through the house and vacuum crap up.
But that's not how they look at it in Carolina. In the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, so I would cook in the chicken noodle soup, but the pot I'm supposed to do it in is growing new life. Yeah, there's spaghetti in it, and it's growing hair. It's got a toupee.
Just scrape it out into the garbage and rinse it out. Wash it out. It won't be that hard to clean. And
I can quarantine it too. Okay, so
I don't think you need that giant pot to make the chicken noodle soup. You could use one of the smaller ones. Could you not?
Well, then again, everybody's gonna be wolfing that shit down once I'm done, though.
Well,
you know.
You know what? Let me just pause this because Right. Yeah, have them clean that, and I need the extension tube to you guys' vacuum down here so that I can add it to my extension on my vacuum. Then I can just plug in my vacuum and just run it through and then as I'm walking through the house, I can like get the corners and everything. I'm like, because it's all this fur is driving me insane.
It's just everyone.
That's what I was like. I was like. That's why I was like,
Keep
well, if
asking.
I had like a stick vacuum or something to go through, I was like,
Yeah.
I could just plug in my vacuum if I just had the tube.
Extra extension
Yeah,
tube. Yeah, I
so
can do
it'll be
that
as
for you.
tall as me, so I don't have to be
Okay.
all bent down. Yeah, I could do that. I'm like,
I'll ask Dumb and Dumber to clean out that big pot if they really want that soup. And well, if in the meantime I could make you something, or get you fruit.
I've been eating fruit. No, I want soup. I want a meal.
Oh,
I want something with some substance. Or tortillas.
Oh, come on!
Or if you fry
Tortillas and pork rinds. Come on, you're killing me, lady.
Dustin came down last night. He was like,
Oh.
man, if we just had tortilla. He made me some last night. He's like,
Oh.
if we had extra tortillas, I'd do that. I was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, that's what I was just telling Abigail. I was like, we do have some. They're in the big refrigerator. He pulled them out and fried them.
I guess he made some for himself too.
Yeah.
'Cause
He
he's
was like,
craving.
oh, cool. Yeah, because he was saying
He's
he wanted
craving.
some. He's like, if we had
Well,
tortillas, I would make that. I was
that
like,
works
we
out.
do.
Well, that works out. Okay. Well, I'll see if Dumb and Dumber can just do that, and yes, that's their nickname now. I'll get them to do that. I'll get the extent.
I was gonna say like ramen or tomato juice or macaroni and
I wish
tomato
so,
juice,
but we don't have any tomato juice. First
I'm like,
off.
I want chicken noodle soup. You
I
bitch.
know. I'm so. Hey, if we had clean big pots and Dustin didn't have them all in his apartment, because he's got them all in his living room, no less. Oh, whatever. Oh, that's the diamond hit. Oh my god, that is so pretty, and it's not even done yet.
Well, if Dustin would come down and make me tortillas, he could make me some more tortilla chips.
Okay. I'll see about them clean out the pot. Dustin, get your tortilla stuffs, and I'll
And
get
bring all the
extended
pots
food.
down and the
Yeah,
tube.
seriously. He's got an ordeal because he's dumb. He's dumb. Anything I can get you in the meantime, or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well,
Chicken noodle soup. Been waiting 2 days. I ain't ate in a year. Yeah, I've been ever since this happened. I wanted euros, so I got them and ate them for dinner and then ate them for breakfast the next day. And then a week later, I wanted euros, so I ate them for dinner. And that was just like yesterday or the day before I had them for breakfast again. I'm like, I don't know why I've been wanting euros so bad, but I have been wanting euros and fruit. I have been going bonkers with the fruit lately. I'm like, I don't know if I need stuff to heal this bone or what, but man, I've been doing grapefruit, oranges, peaches, blueberries, drinking lemonade. Yeah, I've been going crazy on the fruit.
Investigation has begun in Pakistan after 14 children.
Now, I don't know if I said it this time, so I might be repeating myself, but this is my 4th video. But yeah, usually I told everybody this is my favorite time of year because my golden raspberries are ripening. And usually I would just come home after work and go over there, grab myself a handful of the gold raspberries. But now that my ankle's broke, I've been having my son go over across the alley and grab me some. And he's like, yeah, I don't usually eat raspberries and stuff, but I'm like, man, you're going to keep making me go over there and grab them for you. I'm going to eat. So he's like, those are pretty good. I'm like, now you see why I wanted gold raspberries. They taste different than the red one. They are so good.
It seems good to me for all of us foreigners.
Those ones, I haven't had them go over there. I didn't even think to tell her to go across the alley and get me some raspberries.
We are grateful. It is like saying that we come to contribute here in the country.
But yeah, I had the one gold raspberry bush, and then I decided to buy another one, and the one that was supposed to be gold raspberries is not. It's like a rosé color, and they're kind of clear, so I just call them my crystal raspberries. But they ripen after the gold ones ripen, so I end up all year. Because then down the way, I've got 2 blackberry bushes. I did not need 2. I only needed 1. They're going bonkers. There are tons of blackberries starting up on them. But first, the gold raspberries ripen up, and I'm eating them. Then the red crystal ones ripen up. And they're really good too. Not as good as the gold, but they're the next best thing, and they're right next to them too. But then those ones ripen up, so then I've got those, and then after those stop ripening so much, then the blackberries are all coming in. And that's it. I need to find a lot of blackberry recipes because there are so many of them. I can already see all of them on the thing starting to grow. Like, we're going to have tons of blackberries.
Wrapped up the result by going level with Lionel Messi for the tournament with his 6th stripe. This is 18th World Cup goal, just 1 away from Messi overall. Our witness is next.
All these E's. At 40.
To the vacuum. I'm not sure what you want me to do with this.
Just set it or bring out my vacuum because I need that to. I don't need it on the floor because, yeah.
I just woke up. Abiel comes in my apartment telling me about 50 fucking things I gotta do.
Yeah, we need all the pots out of your room because we got no pots out here to clean. And the big pot needs to be taken out of the big refrigerator, emptied and washed so she can start making that chicken noodle soup. Because damn it, I want some chicken noodle soup. Like she said she's going to make it yesterday and never did. I'm like, she needs to get on it. I didn't know she was delaying it because the pot needs cleaned. If I'd have known it when I was in the kitchen, I'd have just done it then. Like, it just needs emptied out and washed. What the hell? I don't know why she's so dead against doing any dishes. Her boyfriend does theirs upstairs, which is ridiculous. But she's like, I don't like doing. I'm like, nobody likes doing dishes.
Sorry, buddy. I just woke up. I'm drunk.
The good people of Minneapolis.
Yeah, because I told her, I'm like, these floors need done so bad. I'm like, well, if I had an extra extension on mine, I'll just plug it in the dining room or the kitchen, and I'll just, every time I walk through, just grab it and just suck some of it up with a hose. As long as it's up high enough to where I don't have to bend down and hurt my back.
Should be in India.
Because that's what her boyfriend had come down. He's like, yeah, I'll come down and do some of your dishes for you later. I'm like, you don't really I don't need help with the dishes since I can just sit in my computer chair and do the dishes. I'm like, I can't do my floors because I can't sweep and mop with this bad foot. So I'm like, if anything, if you guys could come down and do my floors for me, that would be great. Like, shit, just having that thing just... Because, man, my 150-pound German shedder is... There's, like, tumbleweeds.
I've been essentially living in...
Oh, my God. Yeah, that.
Ever since about 3 days after...
Going through the house, so I'm gonna sweep those up. We last week I had to, well, we had the last time I put flea stuff on them, well, before this time, it was like a couple of weeks late because I had forgotten until it was time for them to have flea stuff that I needed to order more flea stuff. So I had to wait 2 weeks for it to get here, and in the time, there was just an explosion of fleas in the house. And with me having 3 semi-feral, 2 feral cats, 3 cats aren't getting flea stuff. So, like by this time, everybody was. I was like, we were only 3 weeks into the 4-week flea stuff, and everybody was itching like crazy. So I got flea shampoo and washed both the dogs. Oh my god, the fleas were just pouring off of them. So I washed the one cat who's allergic to fleas. Washed her too. She didn't appreciate it. But we got 2 out of 3 of the ferals done too. And I went online and looked up. I guess they now have a pill that you can give to untouchables. So I ordered those, and those will be coming. I'll have them by the next time they need flea stuff. These little spots on here. What the hell? Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, from now on. And then the other day, my big boy, my German Shedder, he's 150 pounds, and he is allergic to something in the yard. It's probably the hogweed, the same stuff that I'm allergic to. So I have pill pockets for him, and he gets a pill pocket with an Allegra in there every day. And then the little dachshund that I have, little Willie, he's always looking at him like, why is he getting stuff and I'm not? So the other day, I gave him his allergy pill, and I put a Capstar in one and gave it to Willie because he had started itching again. I was like, take care of more of these fleas. So I think I've really calmed down the population at this point, but what the heck?
The Native American woman is getting insulted. That could be my wife or my mom.
Wow.
I want to make him that he's got, solid criminal representation.
No, that's a pea. Oh, well, I did all the peas over here because
100%.
Mr. Sarge was on me, and I couldn't get it up to me to do this side, so I had to tilt everything sideways. Which is 6. I don't understand why they don't have 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4, 5 is 5, 6 is 6 instead of P, 7 is 7, 8 is 8, 9 is 9. I mean, 6 and 9, I understand.
I got you.
Oh, I know.
Bitching and throwing a complaint fit.
And begging not to leave.
The usual.
Whatever. 60.
Well, he brought down a big pot, and he's like, I don't have them all. Where did they ever go?
Well, the ones I washed are in my cupboards.
Well, yeah, but I mean the big
The ones that everybody gets to soup because I know we're all gonna be wolfing it down.
The biggest ones are in my cupboards. I put the one on right next to the refrigerator.
All right, look in there, but I didn't see anything.
Whatever.
Oh no.
The big one is in the big refrigerator. It just needs emptied and washed.
Yeah, it does. We are growing.
The same thing we just got done saying the last time you went in here.
Your mama.
Anyway, you got to stop first.
And then she'll be up.
And I think
The chicken soup will be made.
don't be black and
Gratulated.
don't be white. I said you're black. Yeah,
God, starving me to death. Starving me to death.
what do you mean?
Elder abuse and shit.
But I think what you've gone through and what you're going through, which healing through, I think
That. I put them away when I knew I was gonna have to put this much in there, but okay. Why she is so dead set on not doing this. It is not that freaking hard. But she will let everybody go without food for 2 days instead of washing a pot. Okay, this is there.
This is tyranny in America. On
Gonna
America,
starve me to death.
we dealt with it. Native people have dealt with it for centuries. Again, this is
Yeah.
I'm going to sign up.
Like next week, I might give Willie another bath too. I'm just gonna keep washing who I can and get the fleas off of them. And I'm like, once the pills get here, I can grind them down into a powder and mix them into their canned cat food.
that genocided my people, that put my
So that way they're getting flea stuff too. Cause I can't have that happen again. That was insane. I even emptied the one water dish and there were like 2 or 3 dead fleas floating in the water dish where they're just diving off their faces as they die. I'm like, this, it's too much.
These ceremonies to help give us guidance. We swore to defend each other. And so our destinies are tied together. Even
Like
though
between
they're
me
not treating us,
having to wait 2 weeks past their due date
we are
and then not being able to do the ferals.
we are the water, the rivers, and the six.
It's just a
sites.
perfect storm. Although I know the yard's completely filled with them too, because we've got these neighbors down the street who they had one dog and it was constantly getting loose. I think they finally got rid of it because I started calling on him because they were biting my dogs. He was biting my dogs through their fence. I'm like, my dogs are getting bit in their own yard from a dog who's coming down the alley to fight with them. Don't make sense. Dog was skinny. You know he wasn't being taken care of, and they're like right over there. And of course, they got rid of him. They got another dog. Jesus Christ, this is just ridiculous. Why have a
I've
dog?
been living on Pine Ridge for almost 10 years now.
Ooh, I just popped one off. Oh Lord, now I'm gonna have to listen to them bitch until the chicken noodle soup's done.
But it's nice out.
Oh goodness.
Man, it was way too hot today, man. I was convinced my AC was broke for a second until I looked at the temperature. I'm like, oh, never mind, it's just smuggling.
And it's only Tuesday. It's gonna be hotter tomorrow.
Grandfather's
Oh, man, it's gonna be hotter tomorrow. Got to 95 degrees today.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, the Brits are bitching over it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to get hotter and hotter every day this week. Let's see. Today was 96, tomorrow's 98, Thursday's 97, Friday's 94. Every day.
Find their relatives. But they
Yep.
not aligned.
So glad I don't have to work in this crap this year.
Here from
Yep. Up in that shop with no air.
Ice.
Yeah, there's not a bucket of mop water, so I'm gonna have to make some.
I'm going to say
Mop water for what? You guys doing the floors?
Willie pissed on the floor
Oh.
again.
well, let the federal government.
Yeah, because I haven't gotten up in a while. You guys need to let them out and let them right back in.
That peaceful route.
our prayers and thoughts and edges. What we need to do is we need to all band together to keep ICE out of our territory here. I heard ICE is already here back at me. One solitary figure like
ICE is attacking Indians.
bring more fingers in like that, you make a pretty strong, pretty formidable.
Oh goodness.
Where I live now is the site of an armed occupation that lasted 71 days. And my father was there. I was part of that armed occupation. All that up.
I have no clue who he's talking to in there. He's talking to somebody.
Against the federal government for the mistreatment of people.
Unless he's got his headset on and he's talking to people in the game. Which I always find weird. He's walking through the house. Not playing the game, but still talking to people in the game.
Decades later, I found myself on the front lines with standing there. We put our lives on the line protesting oil pepper on our land. It's thrown in with the National Guard. We were pepper sprayed, brutalized, arrested.
Yeah, I would be more pissed, but Willie, you ain't went on the floor in a while. I'll let this one slide. Just don't make a huge habit out of this again.
Like I said, if you guys would let them outside.
I've been asleep trying to donate, and then Abigail wakes me up early by running up in my apartment, yanking my curtains open and shit. Yeah, hopefully I'm not too exhausted when we gotta go at this point, because I was supposed to at least be asleep for 12.
I'll always fight for it.
Oh Lord, it's gonna be a bitch.
Still noise that makes me jump out of my skin. You know how jumpy I am. Yeah, that's about right. I know, scaredy water.
Even observers.
Oh.
I'm really not sure about this.
All right.
I thought him and JT were gonna do the floors for me. I was like, oh yeah, come on down here, sweep them up. Please. My floors are abysmal.
And I hear something funny. The gray one's used to people now. Now it's a little tabby or looking one, white and black that isn't.
The judge found that there was probable cause to bind him over for trial.
Yeah, well,
Gray one just sits there and purrs away while I pet it now.
ICE agent's report. And Beto is here for his formal arraignment. Beto is minding his business.
hopefully I'll have appointments for him tomorrow.
Now he's facing 10 years in a federal prison.
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
I'm absolutely delighted and beside myself that the charges have been reclassified as a misdemeanor. That's a tremendous weight off your shoulder. You went from 10 years to 6 months. Well, I don't think you're going to get that at all. Just based on how that judge is talking, I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. They don't have what they need to convict.
Correct. That was it.
I don't think they have.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
that.
Oh, you're all tiny running around.
Well, the judge, we're gonna go bye-bye, okay?
There's a lot of these left.
It's so good to see.
I had been looking, I thought all I had was these dark things and I was gonna move up.
Different mind and
Oh,
heart space.
I've been playing a lot of Sims lately.
They got paid.
And then I had paid for Paralyze. Oh, I only played it once though.
And played what once?
Paralyze.
Uh,
Steam, like the new Sims thing. Been watching what everybody else is doing. I'm just I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I'll try it.
Same thing as herbs. It's close, but it just ain't quite it. Yeah.
I'm like watching. I'm just watching what everybody else is doing and what they're being able to do, and
Same reason my retarded,
watching it move along.
Same reason my retarded ass can't stop playing Dead by Daylight, because I can't find anything close enough to be serviceable.
He's a fighter.
I'm hoping this new Michael Myers game's different.
Beginnings of the class action lawsuit that were filed.
See, everybody's so scared.
Played it once, but I couldn't get into it. There wasn't enough to do, so now I'm just like watching what everybody else is doing and watching it come along. I'm like, yeah. Once they put some more stuff into it, I'll jump back in there again. I'm still playing The Sims, so.
They detain you guys? So again, I'm James. We are going to do some real litigation and sue ICE for
This one person
such as you said.
redid all the cities and all the backgrounds and everything and made them a lot richer and fuller and more realistic and everything. But I still have some packs and some expansion packs and kits and stuff before I can
We're dealing with the crazy.
actually download it and play it. Which I could have been working on, but then I broke my leg. So, yeah. Ooh, we're at 60. Okay, we're at 62 minutes. Everybody fingers crossed that this one will actually go. Let's see. All right, Crazy Cat Lady Diamond Painting. Good evening, everybody. I'll see you next time. Hopefully this one will upload.